You are my queen, my African queen, my queen. Take me back to my roots now. Bambale, 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 bambale. You are my queen, my African queen, my queen. Take me back to my roots now. Bambale, 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 bambale.
Came into my life, you brighten up my world, and I can't help the way I'm feeling. I've been praying all my life for your love. Can't do without you, girl. I hunger for your touch. You don't have to do much. Just the way you smile and hold me, baby. No other man can feel the way I do. It's all because of you. I never really met someone like you who can do the things that you can do. I gotta tell the world in this song, you're amazing. Never thought I'd find a special one who gives me the strength to carry on. I thank the Lord that I met you. You're amazing.
I gotta thank you for your patience. I just had to sort out some little technical issues on the inside. Very good. 7:47, 13 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour here on a Friday morning, and that was the voice of Gideon James. One called So Amazing. You're amazing. And all those scoopers out there, you're definitely amazing. Glad to have you part of what we do here on a daily basis. But interaction time, let me just remind you, 451-7827. You can also send us, of course, your WhatsApp messages at 534-7827. So what's happening?
Gideon James. I love his voice. Yeah. I love his voice. Tamika and so on. I love his voice. But only when he's singing.
Only when he's singing?
Yeah.
All right.
Kaida's talk, SH.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So sing Gideon. I'm your biggest fan. When he start to talk and type your rubbish on Facebook, comes down. But I love you. I love you as an artist. I think you're one of the better voices that's come out. I mean, I love your voice. Absolutely. I remember one time, years ago, of course, he did a duet with one of Jewel's sister. Yeah. Oh my God.
Jillian.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. You know? So the man has some pipes, and I love it I love the pipes. I love the pipes when he's singing. Boy, talking is another story. Yeah. It's politics, of course. It's politics that about, right? So, excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Morning, those of you who logging in and saying good morning, like Tammy, Evan, and Joselle, and I'm sure there are others, because according to my thing here, there are many more people logged on, but just those said good morning so far. So good day to you. And again, this morning, before I go any further, Kelly, Sunday's about it. This morning is my last morning on the radio for the week. I hope you have a big time birthday this Sunday. We outside, right? We are outside this weekend celebrating you, celebrating your birthday. I hope Denny and Celie treat you good today.
What?
This is between me and Kelly.
Wow,
right. I hope Denny and Celie treat you good today. so we could organize for the morning Sunday. Yeah, that. So I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, Rachel morning. It's a beautiful Friday here in the land, the fastest dying land in the world, dying country in the world. So you go. So you go, Lenny. Don't laugh, no man. I'm talking serious thing.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh.
Well, that joke share is that a laugh. You know,
So Item Gideon.
Sulus used to say,
Item
have to
Gideon.
clap for that.
So Item Gideon, I talking SH that Item Gideon no.
Well, you said it. I didn't.
Good morning from the fastest dying country in the world. Sid Mr. Ready. Listen to me. We are alive. You know, I like Invest SVG. The Invest SVG has a slogan. Their slogan is strong, vibrant, and growing. You think that describes it, Danny?
Strong,
Vibrant, and growing.
Spot on.
Yeah. I'm borrowing that tagline from Invest SVG for some reason. When it's strong, vibrant, and going. When you drive around this country, when you see images of this country, you see a vibrant, buzzing country. And I tell you something. Very often, we when we talk about the vibrance of the country, we look at economic activity generally as the main indicator of the vibrance. But then when you go to a school and you look at the schoolyard at break time or lunchtime or playground, and you see young people, children, you see children running up and down, and you hear the screams of children, that's a part of the vibrant society that we have.
It is.
That's a part of it. And when the old man in the neighborhood walking about, you know, meet up with people, you know, his of his age and his era, and they talk and they discuss what's going on. As old as they are moving about. That's a part of our vibrance as a people. So yeah, you go AIA and you see planes landing and so on, and you think, yeah, boy, vibrant. You look and you see what's happening at the port and so on, and you say, yeah, vibrant. That's just one aspect of the vibrance of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When you go Clay Valley, or you go Bottle and Glass, or you go Features or whatever, and some men did over Pity Court and the slamming dam, you know, that is a part of the vibrance of our society. I mean, the Christians may not like the wrong part. But it is part of who we are. It is part of who we are. That's part of our vibrance. You go around and you are seeing a people, you ain't seeing anybody who has lost hope, you know. When you talk to people would tell you that they remain hopeful. There's never despair in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because, first of all, we are people who, generally speaking, believe in God. And so their faith holds, their anchor holds. But also, they are confident that we have a government in place that is there to serve Vincentians and continue to serve Vincentians. Morning, Kojo. Morning, Paula. And it's Rochelle, right? Yeah. There's something happening in the US right now, Danny. I love it when I speak to my brothers and sisters in the US and we could contextualize what's happening there here. Darky morning, Polly morning. In the Congress, 430 something elected members. Majority of, I think, 218 to 215, I believe. I can't remember how it go. The Republican Party is the majority party. And when they won the midterms last year and the new session began in January, naturally the majority party elects a speaker. I don't know. Sometimes when I hear the people in the diaspora, especially the North American diaspora, talk about our parliament as if their Congress, as if the Congress and the Senate up there isn't rabidly political and partisanly so. So they elected their speaker. After about 15 rounds, they elected Kevin McCarthy as the majority speaker, as the Speaker of the House, because they're the majority. But apparently he had to make deals with different fractions of his party, including the ever-Trumpers, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Dakure. And this week, on Tuesday, led by Matt Gaetz, the Republicans fired their speaker. Now, knowing that the goose cook, he actually went secretly and told one of his allies and good friends, listen, when they fire me, you can be the interim speaker. Because he's allowed to do that. But the thing is, that interim speaker is a sitting duck. He can't do nothing. Can't do nothing legally. He can't preside over nothing. All he could do is convene the House so that they could vote to elect a speaker. So you join the House until sometime next week. For a whole week, I guess, while they figure out what they're going to do about speaker. And you listen to the discussion. Now, then you know, I listen to Kevin McCarthy talk. I listen to others talk. And they're trying to blame the Democrats because apparently Democrats were supposed to vote to save heat. Apparently, Democrats were supposed to vote to save him. Your own party, because if 8 persons vote against you, the majority was slim, you know. I think if it's 435, I think it's to 19 to 14 or something like that.
I think the difference is 5.
Yeah,
I think so.
The difference of 5.
Right.
So if it's a difference of 5, and even 3 persons flip against you, you're gone. If 3 persons flip against you, you're gone. Right? And apparently he was expecting, or they somehow figured that the Democrats would vote to save his job. Well, that didn't happen. But it highlighted for me the absolutely rabidly partisan nature of politics in the US. Congressional politics, senatorial politics. They just do things, generally speaking, strictly like that. As a matter of fact, if anybody were following, and I'm coming home, and don't worry, I'm coming home because everybody was, we talking about American this morning. If anybody was following the senatorial aspect of it, you would see that you would more likely find the Democrats voting against their party than you find a Republican voting against his party. If people are following, they will remember that you had 2 senators, Kirsten Sinema and the gentleman, what's his name again? I can't remember his name now. But two senators who, Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, who held up the budget for Biden for quite a while, planning to vote against it. Well, I think Kirsten Sinema has since left the Democratic caucus. You know, but that is how partisan things are. So we come home. Okay, so Kojo says 218 to 13, right? Right. That is how partisan it is in U.S. congressional and senatorial politics. The speaker, like in every house, everywhere in the world, is a member of the majority party. Somehow, in La La Land, St. Vincent, which is the fastest dying country in the world, the expectation is that when NDP nominates Zita Barnwell or Kibakas, that, we're supposed to sing Kumbaya and make them speaker. I mean, the absolute nonsense that comes out of people sometimes. Yeah. But you see a similar thing in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where the NDP is satisfied in acting in a manner only beneficial to the NDP. So it does not matter what the policy is, it does not matter what the program is, their response is to oppose it for partisan political gain. Well, I have to reconsider using that phrase, because if you've been doing this for the last 5 elections and you've not been winning, then what is the gain, Denny? We keep saying partisan political gain. What is the gain? What is the gain? So I guess we should just say partisan political purposes.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
There's no gain.
Because there's no gain. You're doing it. The people rejecting you. You're losing. So you ain't gaining. And similar comments were expressed on I think it was Boom the other day, when Stephen Huggins made the point that you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Even within the NDP, there is a level of frustration. There is a level of frustration with their own supporters that, listen, we are doing the same thing over and over, and somehow we are expecting different results. I think that is the definition of madness. Or is it the definition of stupidity? I can't remember. Doing the same thing, the same way, over and over and over again, and expecting a different result every time. My common sense tells me, if you jump in a car from Sion Hill, let's say you come down from Dassesha Hill, and you want to go to Kaliakwa. If you turn right at the gap, my common sense tells me you're going to end up in Kingstown. But you want to go to Kaliakwa. And the NDP, for 5 elections, has gone to the gap and turned right with the intentions of going to Kaliakwa. And when they don't get to Kaliakwa, they blame the road how it bad. They blame the police for the traffic. They blame the rain that was coming. Everything except the fact that they made a wrong turn. And they have been making the wrong turn every time since 2001. Keep turning right, NDP. In the meantime, you have a government that understands the assignment. Let me talk like young people. You have a government that understands the assignment. And the assignment given to the government by the people of this country is to lift SVG higher. And that's what the government will. Well, yeah, Darky. Then you know what? The Tongue Hall. Tell me, you went Tongue Hall Sunday?
I don't know about that at all.
Yeah, they had Tongue Hall Sunday.
Okay, I was going to say something, but Hall and Tongue.
You're going to say something else.
Yeah, something else.
Okay, all right. Okay,
I'll leave it right
there.
there.
Leave it right there.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to know who the speakers of at the Tongue Hall would be. You know, sometimes I get annoyed when listening to some members of the NDP because they really offer very little. But the reality is, excuse me, as part of my job, I'm almost forced to listen. Because I guess I have to hear what they're saying. And people like Augustine, for example, who cheese. Augustine, boy, I don't know how you do it. Augustine does take them on Facebook and all kind of thing. I ain't in that. I ain't getting drawn in and sucked into the Facebook bangarang. I ain't getting into that. They try to suck you in and pull you in. Gemma morning, Darky morning, Nurse morning. I ain't getting into that. Penny morning. But clearly, they are about trying to spread a message. But then I could promise you, they ain't going to touch that dying country nonsense because we don't know that is their thing. It's them set it up.
Exactly.
So we call them out on it early. They go free to touch it. They go free to touch it. I wore Fitz Bramble or Godwin Friday or one of them come talk about dying country. Go all them out here. Touch it. Touch it all them out here. We spoke and we continue to speak about what is happening. This month, Air Canada comes back to St. Vincent and Grenadines. Direct flights resumes between St. Vincent and Grenadines and Canada. Then I think we need to go Canada. We need to jump on a direct flight and go Canada.
Say the word.
Yeah, we need to jump on a direct flight and go Canada. We need to talk to Consul General Fitzhuggins and they organize tickets and accommodation. Because we're paying for that, eh?
Yeah.
No. We're paying for that. We're paying for that.
Can't afford that.
Can't afford that. We're paying for that. He going to pay that for we. Direct flights. When the Rouge started with, was it 1? Then it went to 2.
Exactly.
Then Air Canada itself started coming. And then Air Canada had continued with 2. Then, for this season, we ain't much about it, like it's silent on it. Godwin Friday will have at least 4 chances to go in the front pocket. Because Air Canada, during the season, they will go 2 flights, then 3 flights, then up to 4 flights a week between Smith and Canada. Godwin Friday would have at least 4 chances to go in the front pocket and take out the beloved Canadian passport. I think people will be able to find the Vinci passport. Because it's pride is the Canadian passport in the front pocket. That's what he said, proudly in his front pocket. 4 flights a week. Well, Gemma, don't tell me come send the ticket. Send the ticket. No, I'm told, thank you very much, Darky, that at the town hall, like the passport, tell us get them real money, boy. At the town hall, there'll be Godwin Friday, Daniel Cummins, Chevron John. I suspect it's Lavon Velox and Lavon the PRO. Lavon, what's your name again? Lavon King. Yes. So those are the 5 would be the 5 speakers. You can expect to hear a lot of nothing.
Never cause. Let's just take a break. Hello, good morning. Good morning, you're live. All right, well.
Well, he was telling the person to turn on the radio, so apparently he did the best thing, the right thing, and shut it off. Shut it off so as to avoid the feedback. But the line's still open, 451-7827. You can expect a bunch of nothing. They would, you have a call? Yeah. All right.
Good morning.
Yeah, Danny and Sian morning.
Morning, lover.
Sian, you're thinking I'm up on the right name and you're knocking it on the right name because you're not Sian. Them who they on Facebook who have pulled down ULP and not see quite nothing about ULP. They never vote for the ULP. They never vote for ULP. Them is NDP. So every time something happened, they go on Facebook and they start to put, we don't care, all they never vote for we. We don't know who all they be. We win 2001, 2005, 2010, 15. And we're going to win and without all, we're going to win again without all because all they never vote for we. So we don't care what all they want to say. All they can pull down, drag down. When the time comes, it's back in opposition against all you. It's not nothing new. All they bring all kind of fake this and fake that. From 2001 to the time up to now. And what they get? Nothing.
Nothing.
All they go around some protest. What they get? Nothing. So all they expect to get something now? Nothing. So we don't care about all you. All they can continue pull down and drag down. We keeping our head up in the sky and we know who we voting for. All they never vote for we, so we don't care damn about all you. So all they go to hell. Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Well, I don't want to send them hell because my wish is that nobody should perish, but all should inherit eternal life. If that does in fact exist, you believe in the Bible, then yeah, you can expect them to spread the same usual old diatribe or wreck the economy, 6% growth. 3% growth global, 6% growth with St. Vincent, wreck the economy. No hope. Young people unemployed. No work for young people to do. They leave in St. Vincent. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, people are seeing what is going on in this country and are making use of the opportunities.
Good morning. You're live on the Star. Seems as if we've lost the call.
So as soon as I start to sit with the boss, said not call. Okay, no problem. 451 787. Let me put up the number and the banner there because normally yes, this one here. Leakak is in Parliament arguing for more money. This time, it's not for the constituency fund, it's for the pocket fund. It's not the constituency fund that he's arguing for and lobbying for now. It's for the Leakak pocket fund. See, salary too small. Then don't get in. You know what the salaries are? But what is he suggesting the government do in a wrecked economy in one of the fastest dying countries in the world? What does he want the government to do then? Before all they get the video organized, I should think in a jet. Before all the passport sellers who went call it into doing the video, you all should think, what do you want the government to do in the wrecked economy of one of the 12 fastest dying countries? I never heard about a dying country in my life. You want more money? People can't get work according to all, but you want more money? Explain that to me, please, now. According to Leakak and the NDP, there's high unemployment, people can't get work, people are starved, people can't find food to eat, people are poor, but Leakak and his party wants more money. You drive a vehicle like the honorable like the vehicle for the office of the Prime Minister. That's what you drive. That's what you drive. 100,000 vehicle. So you put one car get by say one more money? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But in Parliament arguing for money. You all live. Maybe he wants to buy another vehicle so he could have two vehicles, like the Prime Minister. One with his security, one with he. We don't understand. But you decry the economy. You pull down the economy. Yet in all of that, you're telling us, pay more money. You know, there's a good point. There's a good point, Mr. Sears. You don't go parliament. Half the times you all boycotting. So that's what you want money for? That's why, you know. I told already sometime when I was out in Orange Hill. I was speaking to a comrade who said to me, if it's one thing, you know, if it's one thing, she have one on the ground plenty, she's walk around. He said, if it's one thing, you know, one thing else to do. Well, you have to do that.
Absolutely.
She wake up in the morning, she brush her teeth, she take a shower, she eat some breakfast, and she walk around the place. She has no responsibility whatsoever. She doesn't have the policies of a progressive government to implement. She doesn't have the responsibility and the challenges of governing a developing country with limited resources. She doesn't have to figure out how to manage resources to make sure that roads fix, buildings get maintained, all that stuff. All she could do, all she have to do is walk up and down to them when people steps and talk. And I think, like I said before, and some people didn't agree with me, and that's okay. I believe that parliamentarians or caretakers who don't make enough time to go out in the communities should try and make some more time. I know it's tough. I know these schedules. And I remember when Sabuto had his conference, he made that commitment. And he's telling them, listen, he said, sometimes when they leave in the morning, Christoph and the other one, the other son, he wake up yet. He wake up yet. You see wife leave gone. And by the time we reach home, they must sleep. So some of them at days, the children them not see that they might hear that device on radio or something. They might see a picture on Facebook, but they ain't seeing the father. And we have to recognize that it is the work and the responsibility of government that is doing that. And so, God, if the man has time for his family, it's difficult. Cut him some slack, no? Because he can't be everywhere all the time. But he gave the commitment that he would do his best to improve that. But you can't compare. We all admit our hard-working ministers or hard-working representatives with a bunch of guys who don't even come to parliament. Look, and we must stop it. Somebody called me on Wednesday, and they were saying to me that they weren't at the opening of one of the projects that we had recently. Well, I got to the project because it makes sense. Glenside. But they heard all the commerce. Because apparently there was a congregation in a shop close by and commerce been talking. And being in the shop, friends and friends and friends, talk get wrong. And they complaining about this and that and who did not see. And I hear that all the time. But then sometimes it's not true. It is not true. Like you say, oh, I don't see Carlos. Carlos don't come Leeward. You don't see Carlos. I have been in Leeward casually and passed Carlos in Leeward. So when you say don't see, what mean you come to your house and sit down? Well, maybe this time you didn't get a chance to do that for you. You can't compare the election period when people do house tours campaigning to the regular period. Can't compare that. Like I made the point. The senators and Congress representatives in the US, they leave their homes, their districts, their states, and they go to Washington. They go to Washington. They live in Washington. When Congress goes on break or the Senate goes on break, they may go to their home state or to their home district, but otherwise than that, they live in Washington. And what is important for the members of this of their district or of their state, the citizens of the state, is that those individuals are at the Capitol, are in Washington doing the business they were elected to do, because they presented a platform, a logo, and make sure the platform is implemented. But I know our country is small, and we like the close politics. I understand that. So you like to see a representative. I understand that. But be careful that we're making unrealistic demands on our representatives. Be careful. Because you can't deny that Carlos isn't working as Minister of Tourism, Sustainable Development and Culture. You can't deny when you look at the housing projects and so on that are going around and the assistance that they're getting through social development, that Brewster isn't working, he shut off his back in that ministry. You can't deny with the amount of projects that are going wrong and roads are fixing and the work that Brax are doing and so forth, that Gomery doing his work as Minister of Housing. We know what's going on with education. We know what's going on. You cannot deny that these guys aren't working the shut off the back as the representative of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You see, here's the thing, Here's the thing. Yes, you elected them as a member of parliament for your constituency. But once elected and given a portfolio, they now become the representative of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Carlos Williams is not the Minister of Tourism for North Leeward. Remember that, And so, yes, you have some rights to him as your local representative, but the whole country has a right to him as the Minister of Tourism, as the Minister of Sustainable Development, as the Minister of Culture. The whole country. So has a right to Gustas as the MP. Absolutely. But not with a right to him as the Minister of Sports. So when football, if you choose, why you can't come to choose to watch football too? Yeah, you realize the demands? Bling a nice 7-a-side competition they started. Bling, which reminds me, I hope you're listening. Make sure you invite the humble African to Clay Valley, because them things kicking off real nice. The T10 was massive. Then you should listen. I actually need to know. You should see the closing. Closing, as I tell you, boss. The man, I don't know the gentleman, but he knows me. He listens to the program. He said every major softball cricket player in the country is here right now in Clay Valley. He said, and the top progressive organization, softball, is suffering for the last 2 weeks because of this tournament here. That's how big the T10 in Clay Valley was. And the 7-a-side football kickoff last week, down to be nice. Nice. So, Bling, make sure you extend the invitation to the Minister of Sports to come to Clay Valley, because we in Clay Valley, and I'm saying we, have a right to the Minister of Sports because he's the Minister of Sports of the country. So they come to some good 7-a-side, but just don't make it TV and get back. So because you know next thing you hear 7-a-side football in South Windward and thing. We have to understand that these members of parliament for individual constituencies now have responsibilities for the entire country. So yes, Butland Glass and Tishy Road and Reversion, Yes, you have a right to Brewster Casale vote for him as MP. But guess what? Them people in Orange Hill who just get a house, they have a right to him too. Because he's Minister of Housing. He's their Minister of Housing. Sometimes let's talk something that people might not necessarily agree with, and they might suck their teeth and they might say making excuses and call and say defending. But I think sometimes you have to put things in context. We have to put things in context. You know, I grew up in the Adventist church and I saw how missionary work goes and going out and being in the communities and so on. I saw my pastors at work because Adventist pastors are full-time pastors. And I see them at work. During the day, they would go, they'd visit shut-ins, they would have counseling sessions and so on. They do. But they also have families. They have families. And they have personal lives. And I think when we elect individuals, we have to be realistic. And to somehow think that what they did during the period of the campaign and walking up and down and coming to your house and so on. Oh, they go fight me. They go fight me for election. Yeah, because they're campaigning. Listen. This is not a good example. But it's like Denny. All we used to lie. You know, when they lie me and thing and so on. They're trying to get a young lady and so on. You're calling 15 times a day. Text messages can't done. Walking. I used to walk. But once the relationship mature and you understand each other, there's no need for all of that anymore, you know, because we understand what's going on now.
Exactly. Right.
There's supposed to not be an understanding. Okay, you me man, you me woman, you me wife, you me husband, and so on. I checking on you periodically and so forth. And there's some things that we do. You know, we have lunch sometimes together when we're not busy and so forth. But the actions when they've been trying to win and in the early stage of dating, I ain't saying they shut off all, but they're not the same anymore. And that is mature understanding. Well, that's mature, reasonable, and rational situation.
Let's take a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Mr. Marshall.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, calling to make a complaint.
Who?
Let me tell you, I go in the market every Friday morning. What I see going on is not fair to the poor people in them. Now you from Shasta, you know, some people just bringing up certain things to sell the hucksters and them. They don't went to the whole day. Imagine you watching security coming and taking up a bunch of a banana and things from people. Some of them people working hard in and then bring up some cucumber and things to sell, just two things. Some of them bring up, some people just got some lettuce and things, and they're taking them away, moving them off the road before 6 o'clock. I know it's 9 o'clock is supposed to move off that road. I don't, it's the same people have to vote, you know. All what's going on in Stoneboard, I just been in market and hear what's going on.
Caller,
the poor people never bring up the load, we have to vote, you know.
Caller, listen to me.
I think
Hello.
we're supposed to do something about that.
Caller?
Them things supposed to move off the road 9 o'clock. When you see 9 o'clock, you play the street. I can't see why you do need poor people like that. We have to pay money to come up and all kind of things, do them all kind of things like that.
Well, you keep mentioning the road. I don't know about vending being on the road.
I guess the sidewalk.
But no
I'm
vending.
not sure exactly what.
The situation is that vendors in the central market and the government has certainly allocated 2 other areas, uptown and downtown, for vending to take place. So I don't know what he's talking about. Moving off the road. I know there have been instances where vendors have encroached in spaces where they were told they were no longer allowed to be. And in order for us to maintain And we spoke about this earlier for the weekend, the whole matter of lawlessness. We see to at some point in time thrive on a whole lot of lawlessness. I mean, the town board has to see to it that vendors remain in their allocated spaces. And no one is allowed to run the streets on the sidewalk. The vendor is as simple as that. So don't come and tell me what they have to vote and who have to vote. We have to very importantly abide by the rules that are in place. It's as simple as that. So I don't know if I misunderstood the caller.
Yeah, because it's kind of dropping in and out as well. So
yeah.
But we got abide by rules and regulations and look at order and so forth. Everybody voting, whether they're poor or rich, whether they come from North, not whether they're a huckster or a hustler.
Right.
Final call before we take break.
Let's do so. Good morning.
Yeah, you got this thing wrong. You got this thing whole wrong.
All right, let me hear you again.
Let me tell you something. The people them we coming up in down shot lane, all them kind of like bringing up the load to sell. The hucksters and them. Where you want to go? Where you want them to go?
You're making reference to those people who are
Now,
bringing.
again, let me tell you something.
No, but hey,
Market
Chief,
supposed to
hello,
have
hello,
that,
my brother, hold on, hello. Denny.
With people buying.
We got a discussion. You can't just tell me, let me tell you something. If there's a discussion, we have to understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
So I should be allowed to ask, what do you mean? Are you saying, because we don't understand what you're saying. And you're calling back, and instead of engaging in a discussion, you just want to talk.
We pay some bills and we come right back. Keep your doors locked in.
Some of our most precious treasures, the crown jewels, the epitome of elegance. Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m., Victoria Park. Miss SVG 2023 Crown Jewels. 9 magnificent ladies vying for the coveted Miss SVG crown. Letitia Barber, Miss Grenadine House, Denicia Botswain, Miss Metricin General Insurance Limited, Deanna Fairbairn, Miss Play 4, Arena Foy, Miss Massey Stores Limited, Trina Hooper, Miss National Lotteries Authority, Lion Laborde, Miss Flo, Samisha Millington, Miss Caress Ace Hardware, Tara Richardson, Miss JCI St. Vincent, and Royisha Telemac, Miss In Transit Exports. Early bird tickets $60, pre-sold $75. Ticket outlets, the Lotte booth at Peacemo, 4 Shells, Chill Spot, Johnny's Barbershop, VJ's Restaurant, Video Extreme Entice, and Terrence Auto Care. Miss SVG 2023 Crown Jewels, Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m., Victoria Park.
Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, you complained when we failed. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh face, a new product. International Standard Metals A792 presents Galvalume, an aluminum roofing metal, branded best used for roofing material, tested and proven to be of superior quality. Get wider coverage for the best prices on the island. We offer a variety of colors, including zinc sheets. Also, take advantage of our unique roofing patterns, U-panel, industrial, and crimp Spanish style. Visit us at the Diamond Industrial Estate. Call us at 784-456-9900 or email bmlsvg@gmail.com. Galvalume, a product of International Standard Metals.
Heart of the Gem of the Antilles, 9 of the nation's most precious jewels vie to become the crown jewel. On Saturday, October 7th, witness nothing but sheer magnificence at the Miss SVG 2023 pageant in Victoria Park. Pre-sold tickets $75, VIP $200. Tickets can be purchased at Entice, Chill Spot, 4 Shells, Video Extreme, Terrence Auto Care, VJ's Restaurant, Johnny's Barbershop, and the Lotto booth at Peace Memorial Hall.
At the People's Pharmacy, we've put our mission at the center of our name. We are people-centered.
And every day we renew this commitment to providing products and services that help our valued customers lead healthier and happy lives. The People's Pharmacy fills prescriptions promptly and accurately and also offers a wide range of vitamins and supplements, plus generic medication for everything from an upset stomach to the common cold. We offer toiletries and baby care items, skincare and hair care items too. All that coupled with a friendly, knowledgeable and efficient staff to ensure customer satisfaction every time you shop. The People's Pharmacy offers extended opening hours, 8 in the morning to 8 p.m., Mondays through Saturdays. For more information, give us a call at 456-1170. The People's Pharmacy. We go further to serve you better.
And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
House, renovating or updating, we supply high-quality engineered hardwood flooring, 3 vinyl planks, and a wide assortment of stylish trims. We also supply wall and floor tiles and tiling-related products. How about your staircase? We have railings, posts, spigots in metal, stainless steel, wood, and glass to make your staircase a centerpiece. We offer personalized selection and shipping service from Canada to SVG. Contact Marlon on WhatsApp at 289-200-7649 or District Stairs on Facebook.
Customize your kitchen exactly how you like it. At Jake's Kitchen, we supply natural British hardwood cabinets for all purposes, like over the hood and standard wall cabinets with wine and plate racks and different accessories to choose from. And Jake's Kitchen has the very best white and stainless steel microwaves, stoves, and fridges with water dispenser. And we've got items for other parts of the house too. Give your kitchen that posh Hollywood look for the best price in the land. At Jake's Kitchen, open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mondays to Fridays and until 12 Saturdays. Jake's Kitchen, upstairs Caribbean Glass, Grenville Street. Call 456-2126. Email sales.caribglass@vincisurf.com.
Can increase your chances of winning the Super 6 jackpot with a combo play. Remember, Super 6 numbers are from 1 to 28. Choose any 5 Super 6 numbers. That's a combo 5 for $69. Match any 5 of the 6 numbers and you will win the jackpot. Choose 7 Super 6 numbers for $21. Match any 6 of the 7 numbers and win the jackpot. There's more. Combo 8, where you purchase 8 Super 6 numbers for $84. Match any 6 of the 8 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3 and Combo 4 Super 6 plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Falls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Super 6. Bigger jackpots, more chances
Sandra,
to win.
where you going in such a hurry?
Y'all, I have so much stuff I need to buy. I need to get to town fast. Plus, it's end of month.
But what you really need to buy, so?
Well, I need to look for a swimsuit for my pool party Sunday. I need to pick up my medication. And I need some nails to fix the door. And I have to get something to eat. Oh, yes, and I need to buy some grease and go bank to get some money for all that.
Sandra, you can get all those things at the Joshua Center.
But true?
Yes, girl, everything.
The Joshua Center has everything for you, from clothes to decor, and even grab a drink and lunch too. It's all here, just for you.
Orthopedics and Traumatology Center in Capital City, Kingstown, specializing in bone, joints, ligaments, tendons, and muscle health. We offer PRP treatment, which supports wound healing in the joints, epidural treatment for lower back pain, hyaluronic acid treatment for knee pain, and much more. We also do minor surgeries and offer X-ray, physiotherapy, abdominal, joint and pregnancy ultrasounds, cast and cast removal services. We are located at the junction of Level Gardens, opposite the Girls Guide headquarters. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We also do home visits and our services are also extended to the Grenadines in Beckway. every Saturday at Dr. Lugo's Clinic. Visit, call, or WhatsApp 530-7866 for Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center, where preventing disease, relieving suffering, and healing the sick is our priority.
The 13th of October, we are going back to
Arnesville as CONCACAF Nations League football action returns. After 2 wins, Vincy Heat now takes on French Guiana on home soil. Be at the Arnesville Sports Complex for the 3:30 kickoff. Admission, adults $20 and $10 for children. Get your replicas and let's pack the Mike Finley, P.H. Vera, and Frank Thomas pavilions with blue, yellow, and green. Friday, October 13th, Vincy Heat versus French Guiana. CONCACAF
Winning the Lotto
Nations
jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo Play. Choose 4 numbers from 1 to 36. That's a combo 4 at a cost of $64. Match any 4 of the 5 numbers and win the Lotto jackpot. There's Combo 6, where you purchase 6 numbers for only $12. Match any 5 of the 6 Lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about Combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 Lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also Combo 3, Combo 8, and Combo 9 Lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Play for and win even more. National Lottery has more cash in store. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. In $5,000 with $1 in line. Base 4 and back it's up 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for, you win even more.
It has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from yachties and cruise ship passengers help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Live it. Love it.
The heart of the gem of the Antilles, 9 of the nation's most precious jewels vie to become the crowned jewel. On Saturday, October 7th, witness nothing but sheer magnificence at the Miss SVG 2023 pageant in Victoria Park. Pre-sold tickets $75, VIP $200. Tickets can be purchased at Entice, Chill Spot, 4 Shells, Venue Extreme, Terrence Auto Care, VJ's Restaurant, Johnny's Barbershop, and the Lotto booth at Peace Memorial Hall.
St. Vincent, I thank you for all the things you have done for me. St. Vincent, I thank you for all the things you have done for me. You gave us so many beautiful sceneries that make us the gem of the Antilles. Marolini, I thank you for all the things you have done for me. Maroli, I thank you for all the things you have done for me. You gave us so much black fish oil, a good medicine for every boy and girl.
That's the ABC.
Lane
Alston Beckett Sarah, one call. Thank you.
For all the things
some 16 minutes away from the 9 o'clock hours. We continue. We wrap things up at 9 here this morning, and definitely 9 o'clock. Because I got to be up to here at that time. So there's no overtime this morning. We apologize as far as that is concerned. But something that will curb the bad habits, right? That's young?
Yes. Yeah. You see you, but you see you is a good thing. It's a good thing. The
it's a good thing. We have a WhatsApp.
Yes.
A personal WhatsApp call. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Denny. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
Very good. I'm very good. What about you?
I'm fine. Mr. Marshall, what's up with you, sir?
Nothing much. I there in one of the fastest dying countries in the world.
I love the question you asked this morning. You want a new salary in the fastest dying country, and you went on and you went on. You know?
I understand.
I don't know if you know. Tell Sinclair I told you. Tell Sinclair I told you. When Sinclair was at university, they asked Sinclair what he wants to do when he leaves. Sinclair's answer was this: I want to be a millionaire.
Ah.
You hear me?
I see. So politics.
And that is fact. Until Sinclair, Richard Barakoff said that. Sinclair's answer was that he wanted to be a millionaire. That was Sinclair's answer. I leave it there. You understand?
Wow.
I leave it there. What I want to talk about a little bit, if you allow me, Mr. Denny and Mr. Marshall, I think Sian knows very well is a touchy-feely, heartbreaking subject to me. This whole thing about the disorder and lawlessness that prevails in the country and needs to be tackled. Now, I saw on Facebook at the beginning of this week, I think it was, where the town board was removing a man cooking in the middle of Kingston. At least so it seemed to me. He had a coal pot and so on, and he cooking in the middle of Kingston. And there are people, oh God, poor people have to live, oh God, give them a chance. And they went on and they went on and they went on. And I look at this and it made me sick to my stomach, Sian. Sick. I remember you came on radio one morning, Sian Marshall. You probably don't remember. And you say, you see me? I got down chat with my mother. And I have to tell you, I had to wake up and make sure that you had it clean and shining. Do you remember? Sian?
Right.
You were discussing that the morning on the radio, or you don't?
Absolutely.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Yes. And we grew up with the mantra or the dictum, cleanliness is next to godliness. And you look at the countryside of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in particular, and every yard you pass in those days when I was a child was spick and span. Regardless of how poor people were. Matter of fact, we didn't buy broom in the Sian. You know what you used to do? Wait until the broom from the coconut tree fall down.
Yeah.
And that was the yard broom. You remember it, Sian? You remember it?
The pointer. I get some bush together. It's a different kind of bush and thing and put. Come on.
Exactly. So the justification is that poor people must live. Well, Sian, you know and I know. The case recently ended where there was a contract killing. A man was hired and killed two people, one a teenage young man. But that man have to live. And that's how we make any living. So you justify the murder of people because poor people have to live? That is what you're telling me? Poor people have to live. So they must do whatever they want. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have to live. This lawlessness cannot continue, sir. This lawlessness must not continue. See, I'm a student of history.
Hello? Call is breaking up a bit.
Yeah, the call breaking up a little
Proud of that. I've studied history. Oh, this is important. Can I call back?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Oh, go ahead. We're getting you now. You go ahead. Richard?
Yes. So I was saying I'm a student of history. And in all of my studies of history, I cannot name a single example of a society that progressed without law and order. If you can name it, please you tell me. But in all of my studies, and I have studied from ancient Egypt to contemporary St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I do not know of a single society that has developed without law and order. The question we must ask ourselves Are we civilized? Do we live in a society where people do what they want, when they want, how they want, regardless, irrespective of what the law of the country says? Is that how we are today? And we justify that saying, oh God, poor people have to live, oh God, give them a chance. Is really that we're looking at? Is that what we want to do? But outside of that scene, you could be in the middle of Kingston. Isn't there health protocols in St. Vincent? Could you tell me?
Of course.
I knew there were. I don't know if they have changed now, but I knew we had them once. And you're in the middle of Kingston, hustle and bustle and all kinds of things, and say you're cooking. And people shouting, oh God, give them a chance, oh God, give them a chance. What sort of nonsense is this? We're not just talking about the social order or the social well-being of the country. We're talking about people's health, physical health. What sort of nonsense is this? And my mother told me from since I was a small child, give them an inch, they take a yard. Give them a yard, you know the rest.
Take a
You
mile.
allow him tomorrow morning, Sian decide he going to cook it. We're going to tell Sian. And then Richard decide he going to cook it. We're going to tell Richard. And then Jenny decide but he does work lottery. He might not cook it. But you understand? So let me leave that.
Yeah, but
Right?
Richard, it's not only that I decide I will cook it, I decide I will cook it, and people will come buy it. So I start to sell food.
You see?
And then what was just a
Yes,
pot?
go ahead, sorry.
What was just a pot with a cold pot now becomes a table with some pallet now built up over there. So now a shed reach. And like you say, it's inch, it creeps, and now it becomes something now.
You give them an
I
inch,
tell you.
they take a yard. You give them a yard, they take a yard. Now, they mentioned something with a corner that I did not understand clearly what this gentleman was saying. I don't know what he was saying. It was a man. It was the voice of a male. That's the best I can tell you.
Right.
But then he made a very significant and important point. He said, we have created additional spaces. There was a central market, and we have gone up and downtown as well. You understand? But that is not enough. No, you must go straight. You must deliberately reduce this society to one of chaos and people. What sort of madness is this? What kind of craziness is this? Let us be clear here. Let us be very, very clear here. That if we are to progress society, law and order, reason, common sense must prevail. It must prevail. I would be the last person in the world to deny anybody living. But I ask the question again, do I justify a contract killing because the man poor and he need to eat? Do we do that seriously? Do I justify the destruction of law and order in my country because she a need for eat, so she must eat? So regardless of what else happening in the country, no, she must eat. And even if CN eating means everybody else gets sick, no, CN must eat. What sort of madness and craziness is this? Probably you all can explain it. But as far as I am concerned, it's something I've never said on the radio. It's something I've written about but never published. I will say it this morning. We in St. Vincent after 1763 until 1838 were estate stock in Barbados. This began in 1625. If you read the making of the West Indies or pre-emancipation or any history book at that time, even though while they haven't covered half of the suffering we went through, the one thing all of those books record is this, that when a slave master, an estate owner, you understand, was making an inventory, when he got to stock, he said 10 pigs, 3 goats, 20 cow, and 400 slaves. We were estate stock. That is what we were. You understand? From 1838, we have been on a mission. This is something I've never said before on radio or anything, because I would have hurt some people's feeling, black people like myself. But the truth is, we have been on a mission of our humanization. That is what we have been on, Sian Marshall. Sian, you and I know. But you ain't gonna know you're young. But ask Mammy Marshall for me. She could tell you, Sian, in her life, she could tell you. When you go bank, Barclays Bank and them place there. You understand? People like me, you can work there. Unless we get a job for clean the floor. The highest position we could aim for is to be the messenger boy. Ask anybody about this. It's Milton K2, you know, who established the National Commercial Bank in 1979 and changed the face of this thing. You hear me? Are you still with me, gentlemen? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
of course, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, you understand? It's Milton K2 who do that. It's he who do that. You hear me? So we have been on a mission of our humanization as a people. Let us not stop it for God's sake. And these simple things that we are talking about are part and parcel of that humanization. This is not just the aim of Ralph Gonzalez that we make sure that every household have a university graduate. It is something laudable and something I can't wait to see. It is not just the fact that Sian Marshall, who come from Chateaubriand, you understand, has 2 master's degree, you understand, and is going off to do his bar sooner or later. You understand, and is trained in international relations. It's not just that, Sian. There was a singer, you would not probably remember him. We used to call him Duster. That was his calypso name. He was from Large Village. He had a song called Our Culture. I think it is his best calypso. He died. And Duster said, our culture is the way how we are living, is the way how we do we king. That is our culture. Let us make sure that in our daily practice.
All right, I think we've lost Richard on phone.
You know, the best in us, the cleanest in us, the most decent in us.
Yep.
Very well. Okay. We seem to have lost contact with you, Richard, but of course, he's not calling back. So let's just get him just to do the wrap up. Yes, Richard, you're back with us. Hello. All right, he's having problems. All right. Good morning again.
Yes, Denny, I'm sorry to call back, but I had to finish this. I just have to say this one statement.
Go ahead.
I want the tongue board to know. That Richard Byron Cox fully support the action. Remove them from the street. Remove them.
Very well.
That's the final thing I wanted to say.
I agree.
I want the tongue board to know. I'm only one person, but every decent Vincentian knows we cannot continue like that. We had a tongue that was dirty and stink. It was so dirty and stink that the cruise ship had stopped coming. Do you know that, Denny? Mr. Marshall, do you know that?
I remember that.
You remember that or you don't remember that?
I remember that.
Tell me honestly. Do
I
you know
remember
that?
Remember that.
You understand? We must not return there. So, tongue board, do your job. Arrest my case. I'm gone.
All right,
Thank you, my brother.
Have a good
Thanks for
one.
the call. Yeah, same to you. No.
That is the cry. That is the excuse that I find most annoying. Like Richard, the idea that anything should go under the guise of poor people. It's always poor people. You know, one of the things I remember, and Richard, let's tell me what me ain't gonna remember, what me ain't gonna know on the transfer. So let me tell you what he might remember. One of the things I know about poor people across this country, no matter how poor the person was, the person took pride in decency. So you go hear they say, me might be poor now, but if you go to my house, you could eat off the floor. Or me might be poor now, the boathouse old, but when they go inside, it well, as we say, it well put away. Poor people in this country took pride in being decent and organized. They can't afford big house and a wall house and this and that. But when they go in the hall and chamber, it's well organized. They have a little bureau with the little good cup and good plate for strangers. The bed makeup. That is why people have to sweep yard. Sun your bedding. Then you know about that. Sun your bedding.
You asking me what I know about that?
Yeah, what you know about that?
Plenty.
Okay, that means you used to piss your bed, eh?
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
If you had the sun bedding, you had to use the piss your bed.
I know plenty of that. Both of us. Same boat.
I saw bed too. Because as poor people in this country, we always took pride in decency and in order. Exactly. Well. I put something. The panty holy but clean. No, listen. I didn't grow up rich. But I know one of the mantras we knew as young children from our ordinary circumstances was cleanliness is next to godliness. That's what poor people taught their children. So we were taught to be cleanly and decent. And Richard, you're absolutely right. Because now this new crop of people are trying to associate disorderly indecency with poverty. And that is not true. These crop of people now, today, are trying to associate indecency, disorder, and nastiness with poverty, and poor people are not nasty. Because the same people who you talking about, oh, poor people, listen, and leave them, let them have the tongue nasty, go home and see the house or the house clean and well put away. So stop creating the impression that the ordinary working people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are nasty people and disorderly people and indecent people and are about anything goes because we have to live. Why do you think poor people used to get up so early and that kind of thing? Because you have to do all of the chores, wash this, that, and make sure the place decent before they leave. And when parents come back home, if you ain't had the place decent, if you ain't wash up the ways and them thing, they listen, anything that they about a pull, broomstick, belt, whatever, because you had the place nasty. And that is not how poor people, how your parents and grandparents raise you. So the man who disorderly and indecent is not because the poor has to live. It's because he's nasty and indecent. Simple. Because he's disorderly. It's because he's disorderly. So stop the excuse. Stop using poor people as your excuse for disorder and nastiness. If you want disorder and nastiness, simply say, I want disorder and nastiness. Stop talking about poor people have for this, because poor people not about disorder and nastiness. Our society has always been one that has maintained cleanliness is next to godliness. And when you walk to Kingston, sometimes before Tongbo did its walk on a Friday evening or Saturday evening, you wonder if this is a godly place because it's nasty. It's nasty. And we're not nasty. We're not nasty. So I agree with you, Richard. I totally agree with you. We're not the kind that says, I will close my eye to worthlessness, nastiness, and disorder because I have to live. Because poor people, even in their poverty, maintained decency and order around them. So yeah, talking about do your walk. Kingston Light, we could walk through. The thing is, there was vending, but it wasn't orderly. It was cumbersome. It was disorderly. It was chaotic. It had to be structured. That's what we've done. Spaces were created in markets so you could go in the market in a nice, decent place. Just now, you're going to start to mash it up and break off the door because you have to live, not because you're worthless. That's all. But anyhow.
Yeah. Wrap it up. I have to, unfortunately, leave early this morning. So thank you.
By the way, so World Cup start.
Cricket World
Cup. There's no buzz because West Indies in there, so no buzz. Yeah. But then I see England make 20 something and New Zealand make tonight some for one. Numero uno. Listen, I'm looking to see how those minnows, quote unquote, would do. Netherlands and so on would do in Afghanistan. I'm looking to see how they would do in the competition, facing the traditional big guns. I'm looking forward to see that happen now. Oh, by the way, before we go, tomorrow during the day, we'd have the celebration, the laying to rest of our very own, the icon, Mr. Vaughn Tony. That would be tomorrow. Those of you who are familiar with Vaughn and his work and may want to pay your final respects, I believe it's going to be somewhere out of Calico, maybe Calico Anglican Church. I'm not sure exactly of the location, but that's tomorrow. So just to let you know that that's happening tomorrow. Also, that's on a more somber note. On a lighter note, Bling's 7-a-side continue this weekend at the Clay Valley, right at the school grounds there. All right, so you could check that out this weekend. And Sunday, Pan in the Street returns to South Rivers. Yeah. So we're going country. And I up in that, Nerissa, we up in that. We're going country to play, go do some Pan in the Streets this Sunday. So it's a packed weekend this weekend. And I think then also the cricketers, Windward Islands, they had a best of the best competition, I think, for 3 days.
Yes,
I think the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yes, there's a game on today. Yesterday was rained out.
Right.
They had a game on Wednesday, but today should be the final game.
All right. So if you have some time, check that out as well. All right. Nice.
So this is where we wrap up. Have yourself a good one and keep it locked in here on the Star.
Some of our most precious treasures. The crown jewels. The epitome of elegance. Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m. Victoria Park. Miss SVG 2023 Crown Jewels.